Hey guys! So excuse all this stuff in the background. Me trying to be fancy with my lights. Clearly, I don't know how to hang that stuff up straight, so we just gonna stand on this side. Pretend like that's the only side I have. And to top it off, today's wash day. So we're not even gonna talk about what's going on in the background. As long as you guys can't see my undergarments, like my undies and stuff like that, we all good, right? Alright, so today's video is actually going to be a recipe video that's going to show you guys something that I like to eat in the morning time for breakfast, and also for like right after I get done working out, or like if I want to have a snack at night and I don't want to really heavy.
Why do I always get out of breath just for talking? Crazy.
These pancakes are oatmeal pancakes, and I really love them because they're pretty dense. You can make them as big or small as you want. They're really tasty and they keep you full throughout the day. So it's kind of like you're getting that sweet tooth taken care of, plus you're getting full at the same time. So if you guys would like to see what I eat for breakfast, go ahead and stay tuned. So for this recipe, there's not a lot of things that you need. However, you are making it from scratch, so you're not really using just basic water like you would any other box pancake mix. So in this, you're going to see that I definitely kind of wrong word, substituted a lot of things that I guess the recipe actually calls for. So it actually asks for buttermilk, but I don't really keep buttermilk on hand because I don't use buttermilk, and what's the point of spending the money for the buttermilk, and it's just gonna get like real sour. Wait, I think buttermilk is actually sour in first, but anyways, I don't buy buttermilk on a regular basis. Plus, like I said before, I'm lactose intolerant, so I just really use almond milk or coconut milk or flaxseed milk and all the good. For those of you who don't know, you can technically make your own buttermilk. However, you would need regular vinegar, and you also would need whatever milk of your choice. I decided to use almond milk because that's what I had on hand that day, and then I just mixed it with a little bit of vinegar. So you could go ahead and scratch that off your list. So the things you're going to need is buttermilk. So either you buy your own buttermilk or you can make your own, like I told you. You're going to need uncooked oats. I literally keep oatmeal on hand because I love oatmeal. I feel like you can do so much with it. I tend to blend it and make my own oat flour or oatmeal flour. I'm not too sure what it's called, but I tend to blend it in my big old blender thing and make my own oat flour. That's what we're going to call it today. You're going to also need vanilla extract, canola oil, which I decided to just use regular vegetable oil because I don't have canola oil. I guess I use it up whenever, I don't know. Large eggs, all-purpose flour, unpacked brown sugar, baking soda, salt, and then if you want, you can also use any fruit of your choice. This is a Weight Watchers recipe. However, I just got it from my cousin like years ago, and I have always used this recipe, and it just works for me. So as you see on the table, there are absolutely no eggs. The first time I actually made these pancakes, I totally forgot to add the eggs, and I was just like, ooh, I wonder if this still gonna taste good. So I decided to go ahead and still cook it anyways. It turned out perfectly fine. So I just, from that day forward, I just didn't add eggs. So for me, it is completely dairy free because the milk that I use is not dairy milk, and I don't use no eggs, and I don't think anything else in this recipe is considered dairy. So my pancakes are considered dairy free. If you want to go ahead and add the eggs, you can. Let me know how that turned out because I have not had this with the 2 large eggs, but I'm just saying it is doable without them. If you don't have them, you still Gucci. Ooh, do anybody still use that word? Sorry, bring it back to 2016. All of the exact measurements, I will have them listed down below, so don't worry, you will get them. It's just for purposes of this video, so it's not super long. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all what to do. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and add the buttermilk. Like I said, either you can buy the buttermilk from the store or you can go ahead and make your own. For this one, I don't remember the exact measurements of the ratio for milk to vinegar, but I will leave that down below like I said before. So you're gonna combine the buttermilk, the oatmeal, and also the vanilla. You're gonna stir it up and let it sit on like the counter or whatever for about 10 minutes. During this time, you want to kind of stir it a little bit here and there just to make sure that it's not getting clumpy because it is oatmeal. but you just want to make sure that your oatmeal is getting soft and getting out good and stuff. So it's, are you seriously screaming, Jalen? Shut up. I cannot make a video without him screaming or the freaking phone ringing.
And Lord, please, I'm asking you right now, please, Jesus, don't let the phone ring right now. Like, I don't want to hear the phone ring right now.
Your pancake mix has sat for about 10 minutes. This is at the time where you will add the oil and you will also add the eggs. Like I said, I don't use the eggs, so I just add whatever amount of oil that you need and you go ahead and stir that up. So you're going to need a second bowl. In this bowl, you're going to go ahead and add the flour, which you can use any flour. It does not have to be all-purpose flour. It can be almond flour, it can be chickpea flour, whatever flour you like to cook with, you can use at this time. But we just have regular white flour, all-purpose, so I use that. So you're gonna put the flour, the sugar, the baking soda, and the salt, and you're gonna stir that all together. After that, you're gonna add the oatmeal mixture to the flour mixture. I don't really think it matters of what way you add this. I just add whichever one is in a bigger bowl, so I don't make a mess. So at that point, you're gonna add those together and stir it up as well as possible. Personally, I like to either use a little bit of Pam spray in my pan, or I use some more oil. And if you really want to get fancy, because these are already healthy, you can use some, I can't believe it's not butter, but just go ahead and butter up your pan however you like, or unless you have a non-stick pan, or whatever the case may be that you have, that you like to cook your flapjacks, pancakes. Go ahead and do that. So you're going to put as much batter into the pan as you like. We've all made pancakes before, or at least we've seen our grannies or our mamas or somebody make pancakes. So it's not that difficult. Just go ahead and put the pancakes into the pan. Make sure it's all, you know, crispy around the edges, or if you like your really soft pancakes, you know, just make sure it's cooked so you won't be eating batter. That's nasty. So then after that, you're gonna flip that bad boy over. Let that side cook and add it to your plate. It's that quick and easy. Usually I only eat one pancake. However, for breakfast I tend to eat two, because I feel like if I do eat the two and they're smaller or medium size, I stay fuller for a longer time, so I can last throughout the day at work until it's lunchtime. And how hungry I tend to be at that day, it doesn't matter. I do not use syrup. I use honey or agave. I think that's how you say it, but whichever one I have on hand, that's what I use. I don't like sugar-free stuff because it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and like I said before, I like to taste the fat in my food because it's not that unhealthy. So I just tend to use honey. It's a nice sweetener and it's natural. You drizzle that, and for my fruit choice, I'm feeling spontaneous and a little classy that day. I tend to put a little bit of bananas, probably half a banana on top of my pancakes. Drizzle that honey all over it, and then that's it. That is what I have for breakfast, along with my cup of coffee that I tend to put about a tablespoon of coconut oil in, because it helps with digestive and all the good going on in your stomach. A little bit of almond milk and like a teaspoon of sugar, because I don't like black coffee. And then also make sure you have a bottle of water every time you wake up in the morning, either room temperature, because it helps with the digestive system. I don't really tend to drink cold water. And if you really want to get real, you know, jazzy, add some lemon to that. That is really good. Lemon water is healthy for you. And then if you're gonna do these for a workout, I just tend to eat one pancake at night after my workout, just so I have some type of protein coming in. And then I just add a scoop of protein powder to this batter, or I also use a different recipe, which I will be coming out with next week, and it's actually a protein pancake that you can find right in the store. So I have to go to work and make my monies. Yeah, because I got a little bit of bills to pay. But hopefully you guys like this video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and share with all your friends, family, grannies, cousins, baby daddies, and all the rest. Alright you guys, until next time, bye.